Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning and happy Wednesday, and welcome back to episode number 24. Yep, 24, which I can't believe, of our VA Mastery Series. I'm Jodi Marvin, and I am your host and your guide here every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, right here in the Virtual Assistant Collective. I am also streaming today to Instagram and YouTube as well. All right. Okay, so as you're rolling on in here, say hello. Let me know that you're here. Where are you tuning in from in the world? Good morning, Gordy. Good morning, good morning. I am here in my home office in central New York on a very, very gloomy day, and it's just raining. Yeah. So the weather's been crazy. Good morning, Raga. Good morning, Anne. Thank you for joining live. Great to catch you all here because I have some really good content for everybody today. Okay. And we're going to be talking about something that's very important for virtual assistants, for business owners in general, right? To make our presence known so that we can go out and find clients and make sure that our businesses are thriving. All right. So as you're rolling in, again, give me a hashtag live. Yes, Raga gave me a hashtag live, and thank you for tagging everyone. Give me a hashtag live if you're catching the live. If you're not able to come to the live and you're catching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And if you are new here to the Virtual Assistant Collective or my page or whatever, just give me a hashtag new because I'd love to reach out, say hello. And Blessed by the Minute 717 just joined on Instagram. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining. It's so great to have you here. And for those of you that don't know who I am, if you're new to my page, my name is Jodi Marvin. Hi, Blessed by the Minute. I'm so glad to see you here live. My name is Jodi Marvin. I am a certified business strategist, and I also train naturally organized women to build virtual assistant businesses that they love from the comfort of home, as well as adding multiple streams of income, into their back pocket, right? So I'm so excited to have you all here again. So I'm going to go ahead and start diving in here, okay, on our very exciting topic today, but we're going to be talking about content strategies for social media. Okay. Here we are on social media talking about content strategies, right? Because it's something that we all have to deal with, with our business as business owners, right? If we want to get ourselves out there and so people can find us, our clients, our ideal clients can find us. Okay. So, and whether you're looking to enhance your very own virtual assistant business, right? Or you might be looking to, just deliver some really exceptional value in your services to your clients. Okay. So it's important for yourself as a VA so that people can find you. And it's also important, to help your clients, right? To have the tools and the knowledge on how to really, know how to, perform those content creation services for social media. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. So we're gonna learn some things today about enhancing your skills to boost both yours and your clients' social media presence. All right, so important. All right, so as usual, I'm going to give 3 strategies today, and I'm also going to give 3 immediate takeaways or action items from all 3 of those strategies so that you can take those back to your business or your life and implement those today. All right. And they're super simple. Okay. And we try to keep our VA Mastery Series to around 15 minutes. All right. So that we all have time to just pop in here, even just catching the replay, take some notes, take some of these action items back and, just implement these action items, right? Because it's these little mini steps, these little mini bite-sized things that we do in our businesses every day that help us move forward and help us be successful. All right. So strategy number 1 today. And again, today's topic is all about content creation strategies for social media. Strategy number 1 is to craft some really engaging content. Okay. We always see people out there on social, as we're scrolling at times, right? But we see them, all this different content out there, right there. And we see these different likes and, some of these go viral, right? And we're always wondering, when it comes time for us to post for ourselves, sometimes we don't know what to post, right? It can be a real struggle. And as we're looking at different people's, content and their reels and their posts and their stories and things like that, you can see that sometimes it grabs our attention, right? And that's kind of like what we want to do. We want some effective content that really grabs attention and engages the audience, right? And again, this is essential for whether you're managing your platforms for yourself or for your clients. Okay. So how do we do this? How do we create that engaging content? Well, there's a few different things. I have 3 different ways that you can do this. The first one is to really know who your audience is, okay? And sometimes that's the hard part, and that's why in the beginning of our businesses, we do a lot of self-reflecting. We do some research and we find our target audience, right? But so we need to know who your audience is. That's the first thing. And you're going to want to tailor all of your content to their specific interests, right? Tailor your content to their challenges and the preferences of the audience, right? And so the questions that you're going to want to ask yourself is, are you solving their problems? What are their problems? So if you know your audience, you know what their problems are, right? And are you answering their needs? Okay. So that is one way that you can create your engaging content. The second way is using visuals and copy. So, you know that the social media, especially like Instagram, is very visual, right? And the tool that I use, and a lot of you probably already know this tool because a lot of VAs use it, a lot of entrepreneurs using it for themselves, and you don't have to be a graphic designer, right? But it's Canva. All right, Canva is amazing. I use it every single day in my business. Ask my team, Rega and Ann. You know, we use it every single day for really eye-catching visuals. And then, you know, we need to also write some really concise, engaging copy as well, right? So not only do we have the visuals, but we have to have that copy that goes along with that. So there's a tool that I use in my business, and it's amazing. And it's called Social Connector, and it's actually an all-in-one tool. And it actually has a social media scheduling tool in it, which is really cool. But it gets even better than that. It also has an AI content planner, which is just a gem in itself. All right. It's gold. But it helps you to craft your posts, and you can even select like what your tone wants to sound like, what the length of your post should be. All right. Now, you can also use tools like ChatGPT, but you know, when you have something like Social Connector and it's an all-in-one solution, you can eliminate that subscription and, you know, cut expenses. So Social Connector is amazing for AI content produced social media content. All right. Or AI produced social media content. Did I say that right? And number 3, the third way to do this to craft that engaging content is to use planning tools. Okay. We're VAs. We know that, you know, that the tools in our back pockets are really, really important. Now, while Social Connector, the tool that I use, and it's an all-in-one CRM system, it does handle your content management really, really, really well. But there's also tools like Trello or Asana that offer really excellent visual planning, and they're really fantastic for team collaboration. Now, Social Connector does have a tool in it where you can see the calendar, and I'm actually going to share my screen in just a second because I want to actually show you what that looks like, all right, before we go into our actionable step on strategy number 1. So let me just share my screen very quickly so that I can show you. Where am I here? Okay, so take a look at here. All right, so I'm inside the Social Connector tool, which is number 1, amazing. And it does so much, it's so powerful. But I'm going to go into the social planner part. You see that right here? There's all these things down here. Well, I want to go into Social Planner. Okay, so I'm inside Social Planner. And if I go over here to Open Planner and I click on here, it pops up a content calendar. Isn't that cool? Now, inside this content calendar, you have options of creating posts, and then it saves it to the days that you're posting, so you can actually see visually what you're posting there. Okay. All right. Okay. So let me see. I'm going to go back over here. And so you can also see that if you wanted to create a new post, you can click on here and look at here's your content AI. So you can click on content AI and look at what this does. It can generate some content for you. You can have a title, you can provide a brief content description, and down here you can select your writing tone. Do I want to be funny today? Look at this, look down here. Am I grumpy? Am I dramatic? Am I bold, respectful, persuasive? Okay. And then there's also the length of the content. All right. You know how, and you can even have custom content. Okay. So that's really, really cool. That's a really cool feature in there. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing just for a second. There we go. All right, so your actionable step for strategy number 1, and strategy number 1 is to create engaging content. So just all I want you to do today is just take a few minutes sometime today or this week, whenever, to create a content calendar for the next week. And you can use Trello or Asana. And what you're going to want to do is just plan for a mix of different types of content. And that could be educational, inspirational, promotional. All right. And just try designing all of your visuals in Canva. And just make sure that it's aligned with whatever platform you're posting on, with their aesthetics. Okay, because Instagram's more visual, photo, things like that, where like LinkedIn is more professional. Okay, or Facebook has a little bit different of a feel as well. All right. And if you're interested, I do have a free Trello board. It's a template. It's a social media content planner. And just let me know, comment board below, and I will send you the link. And I'm also actually going to, let me share my screen again. Today's one of those days where I feel like just, it needs to be a more visual day. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that content board looks like. All right. So here I am in Trello. This is a social media template that I have designed. And I use this. I actually use Asana, but I love Trello as well because it's so visual and it's so user friendly. But if you take a look here, you'll see here's a row of content ideas, and it tells you every Monday through Sunday. If you go all the way over here, all of your posting schedule. So you can add all of your little cards in here. And once you have your content ideas done and ready to go, and you're ready to schedule it for a certain day, you can take that and you can, let's say, drag that over to Tuesday. Okay. And now you have your Tuesday content ready. And when you're done, you can mark it complete. You can create a new column, and maybe say, repurpose, whatever. But this is an amazing way, a very visual way where you and your team can come on in here and you can plan your content. I do like a Social Connectors content planner, like here, which is great. And there's also a content planner down here where you can see anything, like if you have some drafts or something. It's kind of the same concept as Trello, but I really do like having that one extra measure of planning with Trello or Asana in this format right here. Okay. I just love it. And it's really, really helpful because then you and your client can be in that board at the same time. And you can, hand off different tasks. Like if your client needs to review a social media project or a social media post, it's all right there in that neat board. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about, and again, if you would like that board, it's totally free. Just comment board. I'll send you the link. It's a template and you have to make a copy of it. All right. But yeah, it's a handy tool. All right. So strategy number two is all about utilizing scheduling tools. Okay. Because it can get really tedious to come up with content and then have to post every single day or multiple times a day, and remember and set a timer to go in and remember to post multiple times, right? That's a lot of work. It really is. So really utilizing some scheduling tools is really important. All right. And, and it's all about consistency in posting, right? Because that's really, really crucial. It's being consistent, especially when you're managing multiple clients' accounts or your own. Okay. So there's two ways that you could utilize some scheduling tools, right? And the first one is to use what I just showed you. It's that Social Connectors scheduler. All right. Because Social Connector actually offers a built-in content calendar and the post scheduler, so that you can visualize all your scheduled posts. But again, I use Trello or Asana as a secondary measure to do all of our content planning. It's just easy. You can add files to it. You can just add different ideas. Okay. And then another way to utilize these scheduling tools is to remember one thing, and that is consistency over perfection. Okay. So a lot of times, like, people will ask, well, what's the best time to post on social media? Well, there's a lot of different ideas and recommendations floating around. And my recommendation is to just focus on posting regularly rather than, only during those peak times. All right. Although it is good to be aware of those peak times and test that out. All right. But, if you're overwhelmed, or if you're finding that you're not super consistent, and you're more worried about things like that, maybe just, kind of put that on the back burner as far as the regular posting times, and just be more consistent and don't worry about when you're posting, as long as you're posting. Okay. So your actionable step for strategy number 2, which is utilizing those scheduling tools, is to You can use whatever tool that you want. Again, I use Social Connector, but use some kind of tool to schedule your posts for the next week. All right. Social Connector has a 14-day free trial. There's Hootsuite. There is, let me see, there's Later. There's also a Buffer. There's so many tools out there. There is also, what is that called? SEMrush that has a built-in social media poster. But whatever the tool of your choice is, find something that has a free trial so that you can check it out without a big cost. Okay. But if you want to try out the Social Connector, I have a link that I'll be providing at the end here. You can check that out. Go try out their tool. But when you schedule your posts for the week and you schedule them out, that really ensures more regular engagement. Okay. You know that you're ahead of the game. You know that you're posting consistently. And it gives you time to create new content as well. All right. And you can try also experimenting with the different times. All right. While still monitoring your engagement to just really optimize your schedule. All right. And then the last strategy for today is, this is super important. And sometimes, we feel like we don't have a lot of time to do this, but it's measuring your impact. Okay. And what I mean by that is looking at your numbers, and measuring the impact of your social media strategy, because then you're going to know what posts are performing better. And just understanding what works for you or your clients. Okay. And the way that you can do this is to just use analytics. All right. And a lot of these tools like Hootsuite, Later, the ones that I just mentioned, and Social Connector as well, of course, they do provide some really nice analytical tools that can really gauge the success of your posts. Okay. And, if you don't have a scheduling tool, there are some platform specific analytics that you can use on Instagram or Facebook, but I believe that requires a business profile type thing. All right. In order to get those analytics. All right. So if you're posting on your personal wall, as far as I know, there's not like an analytics tool that you can use for your personal posts, but if you're posting on your business page, or if you have an Instagram account that is like a business account, then you can use their analytics. All right. So your actionable step for strategy number 3, which is measuring your impact, is to utilize the analytics in either Social Connector or whatever tool of your choice is to review your last month's performance, or, like if you're scheduling out for a week, see what your performance is. All right. And try to identify the top performing posts and determine why it was successful. Okay. And then you can use that insight to inform your future content, right? For both you and your client strategies. All right. So that is it for today. Let's go do a quick wrap up. And to summarize today's key points, we talked about developing and engaging content using Canva and Social Connector, which, and some kind of tools that are suitable for you or for your business and client services. Okay. Number 2 is to implement Social Connector's scheduling features or Hootsuite or, whatever tool of your choice, so that you can really maintain that consistent engagement. Okay. That's so important. And remember, it's, being consistent over, like having analysis paralysis regarding posting times or, just confusion on, what your content should be. Okay. And number 3 is to utilize those analytics to really measure and refine your content strategy. All right. Really just enhancing both your content impact, your social media impact, and your clients as well. All right. So I do have an amazing guide that I'm going to give to all of you today. I'm feeling very generous today, and I have a lot of cool things. So I'm going to post a couple different links for you here. So I have a social media marketing guide. It's totally free. You can read through it. It's a lot of fun. And it's something that can be your go-to to help you with your social media strategies. So let me just grab that link for you right now. All right. And let's see here. So I'm posting that. And then I also, for the Trello board, if any of you are interested in receiving a copy of the Trello board, I would love to just provide that as well. And that is just all you have to do is, it's going to say, this is a template. You need to make a copy of your own, and you can start using it for yourself and tweak it and, just really start implementing that. And then for Social Connector, which is an amazing tool, I am going to post a 14-day free trial link to that. Okay. And that is my very own special link to get you that 14-day free trial. So I've got that for you. And amazing. So I think that is it as far as all the gifts that I have for you today. So I had the guide, I had the Trello board, which you can use. Actually, you can even use that for your clients as well. So if you go to that Trello board, you can use that for yourself as a virtual assistant, or you can make multiple copies and you can use some for your clients as well. Okay. All right. So I just want you to remember that all these strategies that we talked about today are not only essential for building a really robust online presence, but also critical when offering social media management services to clients as well. All right. So take these tools, implement all these action items into your business or your client's business today or this week. All right. Okay. So thanks for joining today. And just remember to keep learning, keep growing, and keep leveraging all of these tools to elevate your and your clients' businesses. All right. And I will see all of you next time for more actionable insights on your VA business. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining. I'll see you soon. Bye.